Hello, everybody. It's time for Fan Mail Live. We get together every Monday to talk about fans and mail. And yeah, here we are again. Hey, we'll get a format down eventually for this. Yeah, well, we have Resident Evil coming up, so we've got that whole controversy. But we'll come on. we'll come on to that. Oh, I didn't.
James's audio?
I fixed it. Sorry, I didn't.
Oh,
It's
okay.
I always do that.
You
Listen,
always mute me? What?
And then, Danny, I don't know if you know this, but you are like a little green screened out, so you can see the waves of colors going through your shirt behind you,
Ah,
and your eyes and your
somebody is.
body.
I swear somebody's messing around with my camera.
James, he's a replicant.
With your camera?
Well, it's like someone's playing around with the camera source in.
Can't think of anyone who would do that, James.
Listen, I know what you're getting at, and it's not me. Okay, it could have been me. Let me just preface it with it might have been me. But it's not me. It's not me.
Don't worry.
Well,
Come on,
here's what I've decided to do. I've made my own new scene thing, because every time I load up OBS for GameFront, it's got all this stuff that I
Except
don't
for-
have, like G3 headphones and what was that?
James, remember we talked about this, and I showed you how to add it. It should all be in there the same way that mine is every time now.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
All right, we'll see. You haven't been in there this whole time.
Okay.
Anyway, do we have any announcements to make this week?
Yeah, we are in full effect with streaming again every morning. I've been on from 8 to about 10, sometimes to 11, playing Outward. Outward is super fun. So if you want to jump in the mornings and watch me get wrecked, that's a good place to do it.
Nice.
Oh, and if you have an Amazon Prime membership and you have not used your subscription yet this month or whatever, use it on this channel because we then get some free money and it doesn't cost you anything to do it because you get it for free as well.
Nice. Give us your
So
free
listen to
money.
that, two people.
Yeah, I feel like that's an announcement that should be made in the middle of between,
Well,
once
we
we
gotta-
get the
we gotta
huge
get 'em-
crowd that we'll get.
We got to get them before they drop off.
Before the two drop off?
Yeah, I might leave. I got stuff to do.
There is at least 4 people.
Oh, is it up to 4 now?
It's
Well, that's
popping
good.
off. It's actually popping off right now. We actually go to like a good 20 on these streams. It gets pretty good.
Oh,
But
really?
Usually we
People
have
like
to.
the old streams.
They
Take
like the
off
old
our
fan mail.
shirts or something before we get a real good number.
There's a lot of fondness for the old fan mail.
Mm-hmm.
You guys do anything for Christmas?
I'm going to Chicago. But
Oh, really?
here's the kicker. I guess this is the news. I'm on a veil for a commercial for the first time since COVID.
Oh, wow.
And of course, it shoots after I fly. So again, it's just every time I do like some sort of plan, then I get a potential booking. But
Which is
it's a
good.
good one, so it'll pay for the flight if I have to. If I
Go
have
back
to.
and forth.
Well, I'm not gonna the fitting. I will know by Wednesday because Wednesday's the fitting, and then it shoots. I'm supposed to leave on Saturday, but it potentially shoots anytime from Thursday to next Tuesday. Which,
Yeah.
I mean, I can't get into what the commercial's about or anything of the sorts. But I don't have any lines of dialogue, so it's not going to take more than one day. They've just
It's just a
blocked
reaction?
it out. It's one of those commercials where you're not saying anything, and there's just a lot of really good feelings around. It would be nice to book this because it's not particularly a comedy role. I usually only get auditions for some sort of comedic effect in a commercial. This one's like real person showing real emotions. Send your
nice.
actors with chops.
I
And I'm
hate when they say
unavailable.
that.
Yeah, they do say that though.
They do say that all the time. Send your actors with chops is like, oh yeah, I keep on my roster a bunch of losers who can't
Schlubs.
act.
That is actually what I always think. Like, why? Like, are there some auditions that I'm not getting sent out for because I don't have the chops that they're thinking?
I think that some of it is like, they just want a model, someone just to look good. They don't necessarily have to do anything but look good.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that would be the distinction. Send us your actors or send us your
I'm
models.
so sick of getting called in for things that they just want somebody to look good.
Yeah, you're
You know?
not going to book those. Yeah, so I could
No,
see how you would be
this
frustrated. Keep having to go in for those, knowing you're not going to get it. It's harsh.
Shut up. The James Bond commercial, I did not get a call back for.
Of course.
But I did so good in the audition. It was incredible. I was like, wow, maybe I'll book this. Even though everybody else had a six-pack.
Yeah, it's good to bribe the casting directors, bring them something.
I never do that. I see people doing that often, but I just, I'm too cheap, I guess.
But do people actually do
It's
that?
got to be.
Oh yeah, they bring
yeah.
like a bottle of wine and you drop it off. I'm like, maybe that works. I just maybe
part of it is if you are auditioning over and over and over again, you're a trust fund kid or whatever, and that's all you do is audition, like waiting to get something. Then you end up seeing the same casting directors. I've gone
all
in
the time. I see the same casting directors all the time.
Yeah, and I've got when I've gone into auditions, I've seen people that I know. I'm like, oh, because I used to work in the digital media space, or I guess I still do. And so I'll see people that I used to work with, and I'll be like, what are you doing? And they're like, oh, I work for some random tech company now.
Yeah, I just have I don't believe that giving a bottle of wine to a casting person's going to get me brought into an audition or get me to book something because that is such a whole different ball game. Like they can make you look better in the audition, but
the reason you do is because it keeps you on their mind, so that later when they're casting such and such, they'll be like, oh, I know the perfect person to bring in for this. Make sure that
it's
we
the
get
guy that got
James
me a
Heaney.
bottle of wine.
Yeah.
He brought me a brilliant bottle of Chardonnay, and it was quite a nice vintage. So put him on the books. He's got the chops for this role.
I'll consider it once auditions start to become in person much more often. Right now, I just hate in person auditions, but it's the only ones I do good at.
I would say be very careful traveling. I know that a couple of people close to me both had breakout cases recently, and it's still out there, so just be careful.
Oh yeah, I hear you. It's out there.
I'm still saying no to everything.
Yeah, I was disappointed to hear that you're not going to do the Bear Supply show, but I understand.
You wanted me to risk my life.
I did.
Oh, okay.
I wanted you to risk your life.
That
I know.
seems strange.
Yeah, I'm a sick little boy. I can't help it.
Even Sketchfest, I can't imagine that in a couple in 2 months everything's going to be all hunky dory.
Well, in it's not 2 months away. It's I'm performing in less than a month in Sketchfest.
Oh my!
And it might get I realize that it's possible it'll get locked down.
And I love Sketchfest.
For Cole, if that gets canceled, if it gets canceled again, it wouldn't surprise me if it never comes back.
No, it'll come back.
I hope. It's just got to be so expensive to book all this stuff, and but there's no refunds. I've bought tickets to 2 shows. I got a ticket to see David Cross, which I know that there's some controversy about whether he's a.
Is there?
Yeah.
What is it? Spill the tea. Spill the tea, James.
He has many stand-up specials, and one of his stand-up specials in 2017, it was called "Making America Great Again" or something. And at the beginning, he pretends to be a redneck asshole, and inappropriately and inexcusably playing that character uses the N-word, which is pretty bad. But I really, and he should apologize for it. I don't know if he has, or if he will, or if he would. But
oh no, he won't.
Yeah, but it was not a very good stand-up special of his in general. But all of the other stand-up specials of his, I love. He's a dirty comic. He says some extraordinarily offensive things. But I don't think that it's ever when it's hateful, it's at least hateful to people I don't like.
Yeah.
You know.
Remember, it seems like there's a lot of little controversies with him. I think it maybe
Yeah,
not
he's
just that
also
one.
married to Amber Tamblyn, who was one of the people that started, like, it was before the even Me Too movement. And he kind of he didn't get Me Too'd, but he was, like, basically told that he was being inappropriate with somebody, and his wife took the side of the person that said that. And I think I don't think he falls on either good or bad.
Yeah, you seem to be taking that middle road a lot. Pick a side, James.
I know, I'm awful.
Start making some accusations against these comics.
I know Dave Chappelle did a lot of bad things, and I'm not a fan of his new stuff, but I really like Dave Chappelle's comedy.
This is how easy it is to bait James into canceling himself.
I mean, I don't like the things that he said that were bad, but I still
Why
like
are people
Dave
taking
Chappelle.
themselves so seriously?
I gotta take this shirt off. It's too hot.
Multi-millionaire is just shitting on us.
Don't ask me my opinions on anything, please.
This is a little taste of the politics podcast that me and James would do.
Yeah, the politics podcast. When are you doing the movie podcast again?
I don't know. When Zach gets his act together.
Well, that's much better.
I know he's in here. Where'd he go?
Cool.
I know he's here.
Cool. I don't think we have any other announcements. It's trying to think. I don't think we do. Should we do some comments?
Let's do some comments.
Let's do some comments. Should we do the intro? We didn't do it last time.
Let's do the intro. I'll be quiet. Morgan?
Okay.
We'll see.
Hey, we stayed quiet throughout the intro.
We're
I'm
professionals.
Good job, team. Here's a cheery comment. Saints928 says, sorry to be so depressing, but do you guys have any wise words or comforting phrases, for instance, from The Lord of the Rings or something? Lol. It's getting kind of rough seeing all these homeless and mentally ill people, is what he's trying to say. Sorry, guys, I've had a few drinks and I'm in a really bad mood.
And then John Vigo Gorenbeck says, never toss a homeless person.
Like in the air? Or out?
Or off. I mean, there's no good.
I don't know.
Either one is bad. Don't do it.
Remember, kids.
I would say if you're looking for comforting words, Saints, I would say that
specifically from Lord of the Rings.
It has to be from Lord
he
of the
said,
Rings.
for instance, from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, yeah,
all right,
it could be
if
from
it
The
has to
Hobbit
be from
as
Lord
well,
of the
I guess.
Rings, then okay. Thou shalt not pass.
Oh my gosh, that's hack.
Well, come on. Well, I was gonna say something from the Grateful Dead.
Oh yeah, you do that one.
Every silver lining's got a touch of gray, but you can also find a silver lining in a blob of gray, and I think that might be. I'm kind of extrapolating here.
Oh, there's no way that Jerry sat down and wrote that.
Well, he wrote for the first part.
And then he just like let somebody
And
else
I was
write the
just
second
trying to
part?
explain it a little bit more, like a cloud of rain and everything. Like if you can just get above the clouds, you'll see how beautiful it is.
Are you telling him to do drugs?
No,
I
but
think that's what
there
it
are
sounds
some
like.
drugs that could probably
he's
give you a few good hours.
DMT for one.
He's already drunk, so
That's
Yeah,
true.
He'll have to wait. I mean, it was a day ago. I'm sure he's sober by now.
yeah,
I
I'm
hope.
sure he has a hangover and he's regretting everything as we read this out.
I mean, the greatest line from Lord of the Rings is Elevensies, because it's my favorite meal to eat.
Huh?
Elevensies. You know, you have first
to-
breakfast, second breakfast, Elevensies,
Oh,
brunch,
I don't remember that one.
lunch, supper.
Okay.
I would say to Saints 928, it's the job that's never started that takes the longest to finish.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay.
But yeah, I just don't know how. It's a good one though. It doesn't necessarily help with this.
Whenever
Well-
I need inspiration, I don't look to the quotes. I think about Gandalf frickin' fighting a literal demon yeeting himself down that hole to fight that thing, and he murders it.
It's you need to channel the inner strength of Sir Ian McKellen
Yeah.
into your job as a security guard, and you will be fine.
And keep in
What's
mind,
what's
Gandalf the Grey may die, but Gandalf the White will rise.
that's weird.
Well,
What was
what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
what's Saruman? No. Yeah,
Well, there's
Saruman's-
Sauron and Saruman. Which one are you talking about?
Saruman, Chris, whatever. I forget his last name.
Kringle.
No, he's the actor.
I know who
played
you're
Saruman.
talking about. He's a
Yeah.
great actor, and I do think his first name's Chris.
It is Chris. Yeah, he passed away recently, like in the last year or two. But he was the only person. This is a bit of Lord of the Rings trivia. He was the only person on set who had ever met Tolkien.
Really?
He was in high school when those books were coming out, and he met Tolkien and like at a bar, and like he was obsessed with the books when he was a kid, and like spent his whole acting career trying to get into every Lord of the Rings thing possible. And,
Christopher Lee. Thanks, Zach.
Christopher Lee, thank you. And
Which
he
I guess
was,
his real name's Magneto.
he was stoked to do it. So, and that if you Google Christopher Lee, read his Wikipedia, he's a real badass. That I look for inspiration in action because that's just who I am.
Zach is saying that he plays metal Christmas songs.
No, this is a different Christopher Lee.
But I love Christmas music.
Really, you're a monster.
I love it, and I like when you get you can get punk rock, you can get rap Christmas music.
Oh,
I don't think I've ever really listened to metal Christmas music, but I'm down.
The Goldfinger Christmas album's pretty good.
I don't
hate
know that
Christmas
one.
music. I'm the biggest bah humbug. I really don't like Christmas.
Oh,
Well, I'm sorry.
Anyway, since 928, I've been saying for a while that I've been a bit worried about you in your security job. So hopefully you're okay. Please let us know how you're getting on, I guess. Yeah, stay safe.
Should we all pitch in and get him some MMA training or something?
Ooh, I'm sure James could teach that. That's one of the many skills on your CV, isn't it?
Mm.
I do tell casting I know MMA.
I'm sure you do. I've seen your
Yeah.
CV before. He also does an English accent, allegedly. But go on.
For Squirrel, okay, so now it all makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that because of the mix-up?
Yeah,
So
I think it is.
Yeah, we should probably clarify that this is part 13, but part 14 was released first. So part 13 I
Oh, my.
released 6 hours later because there was a mistake that was made. Not pointing
It was
Everyone
my
lost their
fault.
mind.
Last Monday, while we were doing this fan mail, I got an audition for the same day, so I had to race out of here and go to
Yeah.
Hollywood. And I thought that I had put one up that I didn't or whatever, and it was my mistake. Just too many things on my plate.
I will say I like when I see something I don't know if I've ever seen Foursquirrel comment on another video, and they've obviously been watching directly all the way through and never made a comment. So it's always fun to see somebody.
I
pop
know
up.
that I've seen Four Squirrels comments before because I always wonder if it's Michael Squirrel.
Oh, that makes a lot
And
of
that's
sense.
the only reason why it clicks in my head that I've seen him comment.
So you
before, or
just
her.
outed him in his YouTube channel.
It might not be them. I don't know.
But if it is, he's gonna have to. So if he comes back with a different name and a different icon, we'll know. Zach is a real boy. 5109. Real good job reloading there. Facepalm.
That's well. Unfortunately, it's always my screen, so any mistake referenced is mine.
Oh, here we go. Here's a good comment. John Vigo Gronbeck. James, your reading is so soulless. Morgan makes it sound real. And
No, it
thank you
doesn't.
for recognizing the kind of acting chops that I'm putting into it.
Let me just tell you
And,
what's happening here, Morgan, so that I can make all the illusions in your head go away. People
Okay.
like watching me play Dark Souls because I'm bad at it and I suffer and it hurts and I want to pull my hair out. That same joy that they get of drinking my frustrations, they get all that flavor from me listening to you read. They want me to be tortured, and that's what it is. It is torture to listen to you read.
So it's a win-win.
Jesus. Just kidding. Okay. Then Pelagia says, Another fun hour of not knowing what to do or where to go, randomly stumbling along as you murder everything in sight. Nice.
That's about
I
right.
guess that's not bad.
Isn't that what Resident Evil game is all about?
Mm-hmm.
When we boil it down to its constituent parts.
Well, my hope is that once Resident Evil 3 gets started, we won't have any confusion on what's going on.
Anyway, yeah, we released part 14 by mistake, so here's 13, blah, blah, blah. And then Pill says, professionals at work. I mean...
Yeah, it's true.
We can't defend ourselves. So,
Yeah.
so this is part 14. And Bill says,
Oh my god.
Well, that was a disaster. GG. I wonder what's next. That's a good question.
That is a good question.
I think it's Resident Evil 3.
You know that they have 4 in the Oculus, right?
Yeah, that's true. There's a VR version of 4.
I just don't know how we would be able to share that.
Danny, I'll tell us.
Well, I tried to figure out how to record and
you would take it from
yesterday.
your Oculus, cast it, use that as a source to Ninja OBS, and then I would big screen it on my Oculus so I could see what you were doing, and then we would be in a party so we would have audio. Maybe.
Are you saying it's going to be that easy?
I think so.
I'm
Everything
kidding.
else
That's
we've
insane.
ever done has been very easy.
I mean, once James masters 2D stuff, then maybe we could worry about 3D.
Well, you were doing the whatchamacallit, the
I recorded our antics last night, and I think with some
and James used to record that other one.
Yeah, he did Half-Life Alyx and
I did a few games. I played through all of Resident Evil 7 using VR, but I did it on a VR, like with big screen inside of VR, which was a lot of fun. I wouldn't be opposed to playing games in VR with you. You just wouldn't be necessarily in my VR, but using big screen.
Yeah, I would be watching what you're doing. I mean, we wouldn't be able to pass the controller necessarily. We'll talk about it. We'll take it offline.
Simon DG's here. Hello. He would like to know, do we have any new Humble Bundle videos on the way?
Yes. We recorded 2 of them, which I started editing this morning. And I mean, there's a possibility. We don't usually release a video on Mondays, but I could technically release one tonight.
Oh, you can release it tomorrow. I don't think he's in a rush. I think he just wanted to know if you had any coming.
Yeah, there's some really good ones. It's fun because so far we haven't really played games that we've played in the past, but Mordhau is one of the games for this month. And I almost want to ask Morgan to let me record it. We recorded it twice already, and I'd like to do a third recording because it's so much fun. And every time I play it, I keep getting better. And I'd kind of like to not look like an idiot when we put this video up. Or maybe I could do it one more time and have Morgan record his screen. Because Morgan crushes at that game, Danny. Have you seen him play Mordhau?
I'm not that good.
I've not seen him play Mordhau.
He's good. We should get this guy on an... what is the East? There's got to be an esport for Mordhau. It's perfect for it.
Well, I was going to say, the only reason I know so much about Mordhau is... it's one of the...
NDA.
No, because it's been out for ages.
Okay.
The mod menus and stuff. So that's another game that I
will say Mordhau is amazing. The fan base is dwindling. Hopefully being on Humble Bundle will pump it up. The release dates of updates are slow. That's the biggest meme on the subreddits and stuff, because I played that game pretty religiously when it first came out, hours every day, and then just kind of fell off of it because it wasn't going anywhere. So I love it. But in related news, the arcadey version, Shiv 2, is coming out on Game Pass this week.
Oh.
So we can try that out as well. And
I'll compare the two. I really love Mordhau, and I played Chivalry maybe 1, maybe 2.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
No,
is
1.
Chivalry 2 new?
No, it came out... I forget when it came out.
Yeah.
But it's not new.
The only thing I like about Mordhau is with it might be worth checking out the maps and stuff, the mods, because
Yeah, absolutely.
whenever I need a nice screenshot to use in any of the marketing stuff for Mod.io, I just go to the Mordhau one because people have made some pretty crazy, like, nice maps for that game. They look really cool.
But then that means that you've got to go to the Discord, you've got to become part of a server, you've got to get put on a server.
No, that's literally what Mod.io does. You just click on the mod menu and just click install, and that's it. It's there. It works.
I know, but then to join with enough people to play with, that's the problem.
Oh, I see. There's
trying to get a 48 on 48 person battle.
But I wouldn't be surprised, and this is just me pulling this out of my ass here, but is there a 1v1 mod? Because I would love to just play some 1v1.
Duels is a thing, yeah. There's dueling servers too that you can jump on where, like, you know, there's a bunch of people standing around and 2 people will fight, and then someone else will challenge that person. Yeah.
A lot of the maps are huge though, so it wouldn't be.
Yeah, the dueling maps are much smaller.
Yeah. Maybe we could look into playing it or something. I've been meaning to play it myself, so.
Simon DG, guys, I'm really sorry for asking you to play this game. If you don't enjoy a game, just drop it. No need to torture yourselves just for a few fans. But I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys do a pass the controller playthrough of RE3. It plays very much like RE2, so I think you will enjoy it.
You know what's
I would say I didn't hate this game.
Yeah, I was going to say
jank AF, but I had fun playing it.
Well, it's funny because I remember like when me and Zach were looking for something to play, and he suggested Resident Evil 5. I was like, I don't know if I'd enjoy this. I quite like Resident Evil. Like I loved 7, I loved 8. I mean, 2 and 3 remakes are really good. The original, obviously, and all of that stuff. So, but I don't know why I didn't like the look of 7. But when we played it, I was like, I enjoyed it. It's fun. Like it's silly.
Yeah,
it's really fun.
It's the worst Resident Evil game, but some game had to be the worst, right?
Yeah, it's like, this is the worst piece of cake I ever ate. It's still cake.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
If we're going to play through all of Resident Evil, we had to play through 5. And the second worst one is 6. So I haven't played 8, so I don't know for sure.
I think if you play through 5, if you're looking to play a Resident Evil game, it's not a good choice for a Resident Evil game. But if you take it for what it is, which is like a silly action co-op shooter, with fantastic voice acting from the guy who plays Wesker, it's okay. Yeah.
Actually, are you kidding? Because I don't actually think the voice acting's bad. Do you think it's pretty bad?
It's not bad. It's just what should we say? He had the chops for that role. I don't know. It's that kind of
he had the chops for that role.
I am playing.
Here, I'll get him on the phone.
Typical villain.
I know this guy.
Oh, you really do?
Wesker?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Wesker in here, and you can talk to his face.
You know Wesker. Okay. I don't think his name's actually Wesker.
Yeah, he changed it after the game because he did such a good job.
Yeah. And then there was the lady who was hanging around with Wesker who I didn't know the name, so we just kept calling her Miss Gucci, but I'm not sure what her name was. But yeah,
Miss Gucci, I like that as a name.
Well, she was always carrying that bag around and stuff. And then and then Jill was in it. Jill Sandwich. What's not to love? Anyway.
Whatever you do, don't play Resident Evil 6. Even if you don't like 5, 6 is more of the same, but even worse. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, we're completing all of the Resident Evils, so we're gonna get to it.
You should definitely do 3 first, and I am so excited for you to play 7 and 8. 7 and Village are so good. I really kind of want you to play those before you play 6, but I mean that's just me personally. But
Resident Evil 7 is probably one of my top 10 favorite games ever.
It's
good.
It's good. So good.
It's
really
scary. Good. It's like a scarier game than most.
It's very it's creepy. It is really the first time you play it. If you play with the volume up and the lights off, it's really good. Village is really good because it kind of carries on from 7. It mixes things up a little bit, but it's more of the same as well. So I really like Village. I've never played 6. If it's the same as 5, then maybe you could do that and one of the others at the same time. Maybe.
No, the nice thing about 6 is it's co-op, so we can just go through it, and it's and I believe in my memory there's like a bunch of characters you can do, so you don't have to play through it. It's not as long a game because they have like slightly different storylines with different characters. So I think you can get through it much quicker, but we're not going to be doing it like a completionist by any means. But it's been a while since I played 6.
Any percentage on Resident Evil for sure.
I think Zach says 6 was worse than 5.
I
So-
mean, it might be close, but I disagree. I thought 5 was pretty. I mean, I enjoyed it still, but
Wait, have you
I thought
played
6.
6?
Yeah, I think I played
Oh.
6 with Zach.
Oh, wow.
Crispy AI has a good idea. He says, "Why don't we do another series to complement the Humble Bundle one called New on Game Pass? And when a game comes out on Game Pass, you play it."
I am totally down for that.
I like
I
that.
have been thinking about that actually. Because the thing is, Humble Bundle should be accessible to more people than Game Pass, I would think.
No,
But
are you
Game-
high right now?
You think more people have Xboxes than PCs?
I think more people have Xboxes
And
and,
Macs?
PCs than have PCs.
Yeah, that's true.
It
Well,
works
I
on
mean,
both.
Here's two things to three things to two things to consider. One, I think a lot of people have Game Pass now because there are so many games on it. It's becoming more and more good value for money.
Yeah.
So like it's really popular.
Yeah.
Secondly, literally everybody under the sun has got like 3 months free off Discord recently. So like everybody's got it right now. So
Yeah.
it would be a good time to start.
I think it's better games too because there's a little bit more quality control and you're going to get bigger titles too.
You getting like how many AAA games are like day one on Games Pass? Halo
But
Infinite.
that's the
Yeah.
other problem is like how many games come out a month? I imagine it's way more than 10.
It's way less than 10. It's
Oh, there's only
Yeah.
there's less than 10 games come out on Game Pass every month?
Yeah, because they're good games.
Okay.
It's like you don't release like more than 10 Halo Infinites in 1 month.
You don't even release one Halo Infinite in 10 years.
Oh, can you play single player Halo Infinite on Game Pass?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool. Is
Forza
there
Horizon
co-op or just single
5.
player?
I played Forza Horizon 5, so I covered that one. So you don't have to do that one.
Yeah, I've got Forza. Back for Blood is on there. Halo Infinite. All the Minecraft Dungeons is really fun. It's on there.
But that's
Minecraft
not new on there.
Yeah, so here's the new ones. It's One Piece, Pirate Warriors 4, Halo Infinite, Space Warlord, Organ Trading Simulator, Serious Sam 4, something called Archvale, Rubber Bandits, Final Fantasy. Which one is this? One of them.
I think Final
Lo-
Fantasy 7 is coming to PC. I think.
I can't wait. I've never played 7.
It's glitching for some reason. It's
So that's 8. That's 8 games. Is
These
there
are just
more?
all the recently added, but I don't know which ones were added like in the last week or whatever.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
They don't all get dropped at the same time either, so you wouldn't be like what I think.
Yeah, it
like,
would just be as they come. We would just have to watch the calendar.
Did you hear that GameFly is now doing like a streaming service?
Through Amazon.
Through Amazon, yeah. I don't know what system it uses. Maybe it's just on PC.
I don't know.
But that's interesting.
But I would say if we kept up with this recently added menu, we'd be in good shape. So it'd be
Yeah,
a lot.
I'm down to give it a shot. I don't know how hard that would be. But yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun to me.
There you go. Good news, Crispy
There it
AI.
is.
James has taken credit for your idea, and it's all Steam. Full Steam. All systems go. One of those.
Dark Page says, guess PlayStation is making a service like that. PlayStation is so far behind on their like subscription service. It's sad. The only thing that PlayStation has for it really is their like exclusive releases.
I thought they already had
think-
PlayStation Now, didn't they?
They do. They do.
But it's
But
a subscription service of games.
Well, on the PlayStation itself, I don't think they do on PC. Although you can, it's on PC as well, but it's like streaming, as in like streaming. So like it's
you have to have it from your PlayStation.
That's
well, yeah,
garbage.
from the cloud. Yeah, it doesn't look great, to be honest.
Yeah. I can't wait till cloud gaming gets 100% and nobody needs rigs. It's going to open up PC gaming.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the only way people can really get into it right now because you can't buy hardware anywhere. So it's it's tough. Zach is our boy. GF quality control here. Everyone keep calm.
Good effing quality control here. Everyone keep calm.
Either that or it's girlfriend quality control here. Everyone keep calm. I have no idea what he's talking about.
Dangerous 87. Guys, this is the end of the game. Missing footage between this and episode 12. Zach's a real boy. You'll take what we give you and you'll like it. Thanks, Zach, for doing community outreach. GameFront looking into it. Zach Hart. GameFront, the missing part has been released here.
Yes.
Fun.
Controversy. I don't recognize this name. DJ Maboy. Oh, Mboy.
Boy?
That was stupid, lol. 9 years later, and I'm still watching James. I give
He'll
that
never
one a
learn
heart.
his lesson.
I like that
Yeah.
one.
Saints 928, this is a really good co-op and team building game, even though it's terrible. It's kind of like Braveheart and the Scottish King, giving each other trust and believing in each other. It's kind of cheese, but everyone can tell you guys have grown together. Just a side note, James, you are my buddy. I've been watching you. Oh no, he's about to tear into you. Since 2016, the old Twisted, that's how they always start. The old Twisted Metal series has made me laugh and helped me through the hardest difficulty. I showed my buddies the playthrough, and we beat it on the hardest difficulty thanks to your help. You're my buddy, and I hope in future times we can both look back and laugh. We make fun of it, but it's always in love, my brother.
Oh,
no, he was
that
all
didn't
sweet all
hurt
the way
at
through.
all.
Yeah, that should have felt good.
That
Oh,
did
well,
feel good. I actually got goosebumps.
He edited it from whatever it said before, so he probably felt
it probably
bad and
said
fixed
something.
it.
You know what? I don't need to worry about what it used to say. What it says now makes me feel good.
Yeah, that is really sweet.
And he probably wrote this hungover.
When he was drunk? He was one day ago, yeah.
he was he was drunk 2 days ago.
Oh.
And this was 1 day ago. So despite a hangover, he still had the heart to say such nice things, and I appreciate it.
Wow, Zach really having our back at all times.
Yeah.
This is like going to the theater and they have projection issues and the theater refuses to restart the movie. Money, please.
Well, we did restart the movie. For
Yeah.
one. So, you can restart the movie anytime on YouTube.
Well,
That's
what
how
I
that
think
works.
he says is he'd like us to do Resident Evil 5 from the start again and not make that mistake,
That's fair.
which I think we should honor.
Have you ever had the power go out when you were in the theater?
I had there was a couple problems that I've had in theaters. One time there was like a syncing issue where the words weren't like going, and they had to start it over. Actually, I don't think they did start it over. I think they just fixed it and kept it going forward.
They're like, you're fine.
And there was one time I remember as a little kid. I think I was watching Bambi, which was a re-release because I was not a little kid when that came out. But we had been in a long drought in the suburbs of Chicago, and they stopped the movie theater and turned all the lights on, and announced that rain had started. And I remember as a kid, like there was a lot of applause, and then they restarted the movie. And then we walked outside afterwards, and we couldn't find our car, and I cried in the rain as a 5-year-old.
Oh my!
It scarred me.
I don't really remember anything from that age.
No, nothing.
No.
Most of my memories are from when I was 5, 6.
Before the candles started taking effect.
Before the accident, when he fell off the swing and landed on his head. Yeah, that's interesting. I think it hits close to home for Zach because he recently went to see Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home, in the cinema. Because that was re-released recently because it was like the 30th anniversary, something like that.
Oh wow!
And I think they had projection issues when he went in there, and he got a bit upset with him, and they had to restart the whole thing. And yeah.
So. Can you imagine Zach going full Karen in your movie theater while you're trying to fix it?
I know.
Fix your thing. What a nightmare!
He traveled all the way across the island to get there as well.
Plus he makes that sound like it's a big deal. It's a little tiny island.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
I think the whole thing takes an hour to drive around.
It's like an hour, I think. But anyway. But I mean, it's Zach as well, and it's Star Trek IV, which is a good film that I'd be excited to see.
Is that the one with the whale?
It's the one with the whales to save the whales. Yeah.
We gotta do the Star Trek podcast. I need to watch these things, but I can't watch it unless we start from the beginning and make.
Well, you don't want to watch the movies unless you're a noob.
No, I want to watch the series, the original series first, because it's all connected, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a timeline.
He's got literally like 60 years of TV to catch up on. I don't know how.
Yeah, it's a lot. Well, Series 1 is actually very. Oh, here he goes.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
No.
Uh-oh.
Watching Van Man.
Zachary Karen Dant is here.
First off, I didn't go Karen at all. The old man in the theater with me went Karen. I was just being his, like, he was using me as a spirit animal or something because he was just like, "Are you gonna go outside and tell them that there's an issue?" And I was like, I'm going, dude, I'm going. And then he finally, when I came back, he's just like, "It didn't restart. Did you not tell them?" I was like, "No, I did. They're getting around to it." And it takes 4.5 hours to get around this island.
But because you have to drive slow, not because it's big.
I go as fast as I can. I'm going 65, and it's 55 here to do it.
Oh.
Yeah, I know,
A
right?
rebel.
And I'm in a giant truck getting to Star Trek. Star Wars.
Star Wars.
One of them nerd movies, I'm seeing. But yeah, it's the one with the whale. It's a really fun one. I just also wanted to say I sent you guys all a video of Christopher Lee playing Christmas songs.
Oh, nice.
And
it's
the same Christopher Lee.
Struck, so.
It's the same Christopher Lee.
I
can't wait.
Fan.
Yeah, he's an amazing man. That's why it's just like, I must have watched a documentary just on him. I have like insane amount of knowledge of it.
Everything about him is sick. There's like no unsick parts.
And that's why the one thing I didn't know is that he actually met Tolkien. So thank you, Morgan.
Yeah, you're welcome. Which is crazy because
I know, that is
Tolkien's
crazy.
coming out of World War One, and he meets him, and then he ends up in the movie. Like that timeline.
Well, and he also goes and serves in the military too. So I wonder if. And whatever he ended up being, like, he
Lee's dad.
No, you troll. Tommy Lee's not British. It would make kind of sense because Tommy Lee's so. Wait, you mean Tommy Lee from the band Motley Crue?
Who Tommy Lee is, honestly. I just knew the name.
I was thinking Tommy Lee Jones when you first said it, and now I'm like Tommy Lee, the guitarist from fucking Motley Crue. Oh my god.
Where he's from. That's right. I couldn't remember.
They both are packing huge. Never mind.
Bass guitars. Or whatever.
The drummer.
He was 6'5". He's like the size of Danny. Are all British people 6'5", Danny?
Oh yeah, Danny, aren't you 6'5"?
I'm 6'5", but
yeah, you're the same size.
I definitely don't think all people from Britain are 6'5". I'm taller than most people.
So far, the two that we're basing this off of are 6'5", so we're sticking with it. Everyone's
Lee described himself as 6'4", so he downplayed his height because he was 6'5".
Wow, the guy.
You know what's something I've got to. I've been saying that I'm 6 foot tall for a long time because I was 6 foot tall when I left high school, and the last time I got measured, I think I might have shrank a little. And is it possible that I'm now 5'11"?
Pete, you mean you do shrink when you get older, but I don't know if you're quite that old.
Not a whole inch.
Maybe are you cold?
Yeah.
Are you wearing different shoes? Like, if you forget your platforms.
Generally, I'll get shrinkage when I'm cold.
Yes, it's funny, Zach. It's funny.
Thank you.
Christopher Lee sung the Wicker Man soundtrack.
Oh, he's in The Wicker Man, the original, right?
He's also sang the song, all the songs. He's amazing.
Wow. Yeah. May he rest in peace.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and he was in a bunch of metal.
I had that Lego set. Oh no, I guess it was the Eye of Sauron. But
I'm gonna go grab my coffee. I'll be right back.
Oh wow, disrespecting Christopher Lee.
Oh please!
Wow.
The only thing he has going against him is that he supported a bunch of conservative politicians that I don't like. But other than that, he was a real great guy.
Yeah. I mean, if he's fan of the military, I'm sure was part of it.
He was in the 1959 The Mummy.
Was he the Mummy?
Yeah.
Oh
wait, he's the title character in Dracula. 1958. I didn't know that.
Nosferatu. Or is he the guy
it's called Dracula? 1958.
Oh.
And he played. Wait. His first film was The Curse of Frankenstein, 1957, in which he played Frankenstein's monster.
Danny, look up Christopher Lee. We're all gonna. Oh look! First, the second photo he has, he's putting up devil horns.
Yeah, it is cool.
Yeah.
Why
He's born on my birthday. That's probably why I was even like really like, hey, I gotta check you out. Wow.
Christopher Lee.
1922.
I mean,
wow. So he's gonna be 100 this next year.
Well, he's dead, isn't he?
Well, not in my heart. He'll live on.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, fair enough if you want to think of it that way.
Oh yeah, what was his name? Count Dooku or something, right? In Star Wars. Star Wars.
Was he in Star Wars?
Yeah, Star Wars.
Right, this song has to stop. It's getting ridiculous. Like every time we get together to record, there's a solid 10
It's not
minutes.
even really a song. It's just my lounge singer character. You know,
it's not even that, Zach. It's just noise. It's noise.
Star Wars.
Yeah, he is in fact Count Dooku, which I think is going I think they're going to do a spin-off because Dooku was a Jedi before he turned into the Count. So, he was on the wrong side and then figured it out eventually, but they're going to do like a prequel on him,
what?
I hope.
He figured it out eventually?
Yeah.
I go to the dark side? Oh, yeah, that's true. Anakin butchering all those children.
Well, that was a necessary evil.
Yeah, I get it.
Those
kids had it coming.
I'm intrigued by something. I'm just reading through Christopher Lee's IMDb, and it says,
Uncle Anakin, what are you doing?
One of the
Why are you
first
doing this?
films that he was in was something called Airport 77, which apparently is like...
Oh, it's the original airplane. Airplane's based off of that, right?
But, well, I think Airplane is more of a spoof of it, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, yeah. We're at 77.
So it's kind of supposed to be like a serious take on an airport disaster movie.
Did we lose Morgan?
It looks terrible. I mean, apparently we did. We've lost Morgan. We've lost control of the whole situation basically because
we've gone Airport 77.
We're just sat here talking about Christopher Lee films.
Christopher Lee was in Airplane?
No, but he was in something called Airport 77, which is like the film that airplane spoofs Airplane.
Let's sing the Red Hot Chili Peppers song, guys.
Just
My aeroplane.
Hot in here.
Yeah, it did. Oh, because you're on a planet that has two suns.
Is that Red Hot Chili Peppers or is that Stone Temple Pilots?
It's Red Hot Chili Peppers.
It's definitely Red Hot Chili Peppers.
All right.
Can you...
What?
Stone Temple Pilots. I was never a fan. Never.
I was never really a fan of Red Hot Chili Peppers either, though.
No, come on.
Not really. It was, not my jam band.
Come on, bro. They're not a jam band.
Yeah.
I didn't meet Flea, but I passed Flea on the sidewalk once.
I didn't meet Flea, but my dog has fleas.
Same thing. Same thing.
Synergy.
Should we? Apparently, dinosaurs is a thing
we
that we
should
did.
get
Oh, Dark
back
Page
to
says,
it.
James, you're looking younger today, apparently. So.
I appreciate that. I think it's not really me that looks younger so much as my black background making me just look smooth.
Yes.
That makes you look like a, disembodied head kind of floating there until your arm came up. This reminds me of Rec Room. I'm looking at a Rec Room.
Yeah, it does a little bit, yeah. Oh, boy, I still feel sick from that, by the way. I feel literally sick as a dog all day. Like, the room is spinning. It's terrible. When I turned on the motion controls to move around, like, forwards, backwards, it was like, no, it's terrible.
Yeah, it was pretty fun to watch you use it like my dad uses my VR when I put it on him.
Hopping around.
Yeah.
The footage is good enough to make a bit of a silly video out of it. So there might be a...
That's good. I just wish there was a way for me to shriek at those children.
Well, we could have gotten out of the party.
Yeah, next time.
Party in the game. I don't want to be in the party with you when you're talking to the kids.
If you want to just
well, no, you should be in the party, and I shouldn't be in the party, right?
Yeah, I just don't want to be associated when it.
Yeah, I get it.
You're gonna get banned.
Dude, I get it totally. I was at a public pool yesterday.
Oh no!
5 minutes,
You're
5
kidding.
minutes, and they asked me to leave.
Really?
Backseat Gaming
Sir, you
Studios.
can't yell at these children. And I was just like, someone watch these fucking idiots.
Backseat Gaming Studios
I'm
says.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Backseat
I
Gaming
played with all the
Studios.
kids, even if I didn't know.
Backseat, Backseat Gaming Studios. Backseat Gaming Studios says nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
Thank you.
I think very nice. Oh,
Oh, very nice. Yes.
No, it just says nice.
Very nice. No, does it? No. No. We'll go with the Borat. The Borat special.
You should have put that in parentheses. Borat voice. That way it's. Oh,
yeah, but it's not
Nah, it's
automated.
fine.
It's
Let's
going against
move
the
on.
spirit
yeah,
of the
it's
feature.
got to be automated.
We just gotta keep
Kamikaze.
moving.
A Kamikaze Ice is saying uncomfortable things again.
Wait, can we get an edit of that, of all of the times that happens?
I mean, that could be the Christmas special for this year, but it's unlikely.
I hope it's referred to from here on out as the Christmas special.
I'll be right back.
Again, you've only
Keep
just come
going.
back.
Don't
Probably
worry.
making coffee.
Kamikaze
Don't
Ice.
worry.
Kamikaze Ice, painted world of Airy Miles?
Airy my ass. Because it's the painted world of Arianus. But he says that it's Airy my ass.
I think when I was trying to say it, said it in a bunch of different ways, but yeah.
I think it's Ariandel, right?
Nope. It's Aramis.
Aramis. All right.
3 to disagree. Gamefront. Wow, you're repping it all today, huh?
Who, me?
You got you got the mug, you got the shirt on.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know he had the shirt on.
I was gonna say, is that a Gamefront watch band?
I have
'Cause
the,
it's
I have the
same orange.
Gamefront thong on too.
Oh man, I gotta get me one of those. Fanny floss, as I like to call it.
Yeah.
And is that the thing that you were dressed as when you went to the pool today? Or, I mean...
It was yesterday. 'Cause now I can't go back because they put pictures of me and said, if you see this man.
But at
all in
least you're in a thong and it looks good.
It looks good. Yeah. We should make the front part a little wider piece of fabric. It's instead
There's
of
a
that Borat
very
style.
Neolite says there's a very important rule within the Souls community. If you die to Pinwheel, you need to uninstall and feel shame for the rest of your gaming. But since you won at the same time, I guess it's fine. You should feel a bit of shame because even a baby can beat this guy on their first try.
So what happened was,
Mm-hmm.
I beat Pinwheel, and I assumed because he was dying, or that was the end, that I could just take a moment. So I was just stood there, and then something got me, and then I died.
Souls.
And so I died. Yeah, I know. So I died, but I'd already defeated the boss. So the boss was already it'd come up saying victory, and then it said you died on top of that. So
Yeah.
technically we both died simultaneously, I guess.
And you
Sounds
didn't.
like a really exciting moment.
It kind of was. It's just a bummer because he didn't get the drop then, because the Pinwheel always drops a mask. It's not a big deal, but it would have been nice because if it's the mask of a child, I think, then it adds stamina. Then we'd be worried less about this whole shield situation we're in.
Mistakes were made. I admit.
Mm.
Sorry.
It's all good. Oh yeah, did you want to just tell them the situation we're in now because of you?
Because of me. Well, I mean, I was fine. So
Maybe we'll pull the Band-Aid off right now instead of them. They're gonna get a James special coming up. They're gonna get a little what's that called?
so
Chipmunk
What you used to do when you
Chipmunk mode?
Yeah, I was like, God, what is it called? Chipmunk mode. Yeah.
chipmunk mode. So there was a bit of a situation. So what happened was on Saturday we recorded Danny Souls, but I jamesed things up a little bit and I didn't record the audio from the game or from Zach. So it's kind of unusable, really. So we recorded another one yesterday, which was fine.
I think you're using the verb James wrong.
Yes. No. Maybe mistakes were made, but anyway,
I think you should own it, Danny. You Danny'd it.
I Danny'd it up. It was
You've
me.
now taken it.
I've taken the crown for all of the mistakes. So it basically, so there'll be a new episode, but it'll be we recap what we did in the last one in the next one, and then I'll speed it up or something. But it wasn't that exciting anyway. It was mainly just wandering around the painted world of airing my ass. So it'll be fine, I think. Maybe as long as I make sure I get the death counts correct.
Oh yeah, you got to keep track.
So
of
you
that.
have the game and the game audio. You just don't have Zach or your audio.
No, I have the game footage and my audio, and I don't have the game audio, and I don't have Zach's audio.
Can you? Oh, you don't have the game audio either.
No.
So I guess I
gonna
could watch it and record, and then make noises for the game audio, and then try to answer, remember what I was saying.
I think
What
it
I'm
would
thinking
be
maybe, and I shouldn't offer this to Morgan, but Morgan and I could watch the video and comment on what we think is happening. But how long is the video?
Well, it's an hour and a
It's
bit.
an hour.
It's fine. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
It's not good enough footage to
It's not.
I mean, it was a bit of a grindy, wandery, aroundy episode anyway, so it's not the end of the world, I don't think. And Zach did offer to loop all of his audio back in, but I think it would be cruel to make him spend an hour just re-saying all of the things he said and trying to lip sync it to what he'd already said. So it's just
A lot
going
of you making it up or trying to figure out what I was saying to you when you responded. So
well, no,
kind of
just be an hour of
interesting
you just going,
exercise.
I am singing my song.
It's true. I was doing that pretty much.
I do.
Well, you died to Pinwheel?
Uh-oh.
Wow. Well, no, not quite.
You should have scrolled up. Should have scrolled up, Danny.
Here's what happened, Morgan. So
Well, you did.
So I killed Pinwheel, but then as he was dying, I thought I would take a moment for myself, and that was a mistake because then I died as well. So we died simultaneously. So he died and I died. But
One of his
technically,
clones was just with its last
it did kill you.
dying breath. Yeah.
yeah, but it was also a one-shot boss. Done in one go, technically as well. So
Yeah.
it depends on whether you're a glass half full kind of guy. You know what I mean?
I
It
guess
would've been-
since you beat him, yeah.
Yeah. If it was a permadeath kind of situation, that would have been awkward.
That's true. Anyway, it's the Amazing Jays. He says, "Hey Danny, next time you go to level up, stir. Check how much it actually raises your act, and how much it gets raised if you level up Dex instead. I believe Claymore scales off of both. And last time you leveled up, 1 or 2 videos ago, it looks like Dex was actually granting you more attack damage, at least at the level up screen, than Stir was. But maybe I'm wrong. It's just what I remember thinking as I was seeing it at the time."
You reading like that gives me flashbacks to Morgan reading the way he reads.
What?
So I'd kind of like it if you just use the word that you know they're talking about, because otherwise it's gonna trigger me.
Everyone knows that I meant strength, attack, and dex.
I know you know, and I know they know. But when I hear it, it brings me back
Don't
to
worry,
Resident
I got
Evil
you,
story
James.
time.
Gimme kizzy nice. Denny could kiss play pitches. Methinks all he needs is to have his shav, pop in the kuntooks, drop some cooler lights, and kick someone down a hoo, spurter style, and laugh like you're making James remove his spiller bimpers. Who am I kidding? We all know Denny would flip pitches logic and just hig someone, legs flip to hands, push flip to hug.
Have you ever seen a TV show called The Low Low?
No. Oh, it sounds familiar, but not as a TV show.
It's what it
As
is.
a dream.
But yeah, I had a dream called Hello. Is it the same thing?
What it is. It's a sitcom from the UK from the 80s, and it's set during occupied France during the Second World War. And the gimmick of it is that you've got the Germans and the French and English all in the same show, but they don't speak those languages. They speak English but with an accent, but they don't understand each other. So the French characters won't understand the German characters and whatever, because based on the accent. So when you've got like an English person trying to speak French, they basically sound exactly like Morgan just sounded, which is just like English words but messed up. That's exactly what it reminded me of.
If you're looking for this show, it's not hello, hello. It's allo, hello.
Yes, it's A-double-L-O. A-double-L-O.
Yeah, but when you said it, I was just imagining that you meant to say hello, hello, but it's allo, hello.
Allo, allo. That's how you...
I feel like there's a game in my Steam library that's called that, but I don't know.
Damn, 9 seasons?
It was very popular. I don't have a... Well, no, it is really good, actually. I can see why it was popular. Slightly offensive.
I like old British TV shows. Might have to jump in.
Yeah, check it out. It's pretty good. It'll be on Britbox and all that good stuff.
Oh, somebody was telling me about a British TV show that I should check out that was like What We Do in the Shadows, but I guess there was a British version way before. But
no, What We Do in the Shadows is
New Zealand.
New Zealand version.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think that before it came out, there was something else maybe made by the same people that made it, or something.
From New Zealand, Flight of the Conchords?
No, way long ago, like in the 70s or 80s. But you know what?
They're
Never
not
mind.
old enough for that.
I'll have to.
They would have been in.
No, it's
their
not that.
dad's
It's like
sack.
it's inspired somehow by it. I'll have to check into it because it was
Oh.
somebody that it was at the bike shop that I was talking to.
This bike shop, man. It's got you all twisted.
Yeah. Next thing you know, you're going to be stabbing tires.
Let's not go into that again. Also, I
I'm
think
coming more to Morgan's side. I'm gonna go to the hotel where that pool is at, and I'm gonna have some fun.
Thank you.
Oh boy.
I'm just gonna make sure they're really nice cars. That's like I see a Tesla, it's going down.
So in 1995, they made a show called Bloodsuckers.
That might be it.
So you don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what I'm talking about. I'll have to get back to you guys about it. But I heard that because I've never seen What We Do in the Shadows. So somebody was talking about, I guess there's a new show. And they're like, did you see the movie? And they were like, what you really got to do is start on the show that came out before that. Because it's really funny and good. But I have no idea. I've never seen any of it.
No,
But it wouldn't-
Bloodsuckers is a horror sci-fi film. This is not it.
But
Yeah,
it's
that
not
sounds
from
like-
the same creators, or it's like
I'm looking up Jermaine Clement.
yeah.
You know, it's
And
probably
I-
a goose chase. Let's come back to it some
No,
other time.
James, we need to figure out what's going on in your mind and diagnose it.
You need to crack that nugget open.
Mm-hmm.
Get all that
Are
nugget
you thinking
goodness.
of Rio? He was the voice of Nigel.
He's also in Men in Black 3. He's the bad
Yeah.
guy.
Boris the animal.
Yeah, you got the IMDb up, right? You just didn't know
Oh,
that off the top of your
You're
head.
thinking of Rio 2?
Oh, who's he in Rio 2?
Boaz?
Oh. Same character. Interesting. These sound familiar?
No,
James?
no, they
Are
don't.
you-
Like I'm telling
you-
you, I'd rather move on because I gotta ask the guy what it was.
Are you
'Cause-
thinking of Tonga Ninja?
I mean,
Can
I don't
you-
know. I don't
Can
know
the
what
guy
I'm thinking.
come into the chat right now and just
It
solve
was
this?
it was all like, oh, you haven't seen What They Do in the Shadows, and they were really surprised by that. And they were like, did you know it was a movie? And I hadn't seen that either. And then it went down one further that I hadn't seen. It was like, did you not know about the thing you didn't know about? And like, I'm lost on it.
Oh,
Yeah,
hmm.
I feel like maybe you don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what I'm telling you. I don't know what I'm
didn't
talking
see
about.
the
I'm begging
movie?
you.
You know what you gotta do, man? You gotta start at the beginning of movies and then watch it, and then you'll get it.
Have you seen the little flip book where the guy's running?
Have you seen a Zyrotope, or what is it called? A Zerotope?
I don't know what that
Is that the little thing that you spin that the horse jumps up and down?
I remember kind of learning that in film school and being like, oh yeah, Xylotrope. That's what's Xylotrope.
It sounds like an
there's-
alien race.
I feel like there's a
The
place in
Xylotropes.
Venice or somewhere around where they have them like on
There's
like
in
a...
Culver, outside of the Wizard of Oz Hotel.
Oh,
They have those spinny things
okay.
when the horse
Oh.
jumps up and down. So
Yeah.
you're wrong. I'm right. That's where they are.
Okay, well now we can move on, I guess.
No, let's keep going down this
Okay.
path. I think we're
I'm
gonna
looking
go
up
somewhere.
Jermaine, I'm looking up
Is
Jermaine
it-
Clement too.
This is
Oh,
this
yeah,
is,
you
this
gotta
is
look
why
up
you
all
guys.
I'll look up the other guy that was in Flight of the Conchords.
I want to talk to you two because you keep refusing to do a new episode of your little movie podcast, but yet you keep
Zach won't get his act together.
you keep coming in and crashing fan mail every Monday.
I tried to watch a movie last night with 3 friends. They all fell asleep, and I was like, I almost went Karen on them. I was just like, you dickhead.
Were they asleep at your house or at a theater?
At my parents' house and in their little theater room they have because my parents.
Did they
were
fall
gone.
asleep with their shoes on? Did you draw penises on their forehead? Is that still
I
a
should
thing?
have. I should have done something like that. Tied their shoelaces together, put like their hands in a glass. Well, then they'd be peeing on my parents' nice chairs. But
Well, if
yeah.
they're asleep, can't you just pee on them and say that they did it?
You know what? You're always thinking one step ahead.
Thank you.
Yeah. But they told me I could pick the movie, so that was the insulting part. I was like, really, you guys?
We're going to sleep.
What was the movie?
Krampus. It's a
Was it
Christmas
good?
movie. I liked it a
Yes.
lot.
I haven't seen it. I wanted to see it, but I heard it was so bad.
No wonder they
Oh,
fell
apparently
asleep.
they're doing a bunch of improv in What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh, I'm not surprised because
Yeah.
that's cool. I love the movie. I haven't seen the show yet.
You know
So
who I
thanks,
like is
James.
Matt Berry.
Is he in it?
Yeah.
Matt
He's in
Berry's in it?
season 3, episode 9.
Oh,
But he's also in the IT crowd. I've been watching a lot of the IT crowd.
Everyone loves Matt Berry.
everybody
Yeah.
loves Matt Berry.
If you want to see something amazing with Matt Berry in it, you should see something called Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. It's freaking ridiculous. It's
That's
basically...
it right there. That's the show.
Is that what you were
Are we
thinking of,
serious?
Garth Marenghi's Dark Place?
Because it was such a weird name. I was like, I'm never going to remember that, but that's it. That was the thing that they said I had to check out. And I think it was because of that Matt Berry guy, which I don't know who that is either.
Yeah. It probably is.
I mean, he's no David Cross.
I don't know how this is happening, but yeah. So yeah, Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. You should
I
watch
told
that.
you we'd get there if we kept going.
Hey, that was great. That was like
It was just such a weird title. I was like, there's no way I'm ever going to remember.
I
But
can't-
that's
degrees of Matt
absolutely
Berry.
it, no doubt.
Honestly, for the three of you, regardless of all my other suggestions, I cannot explain the premise of Garth Marenghi's Dark Place to you, but please just watch it and let me know what you think, because I think it would be... It's a revelation. I'll put it that way. It's phenomenal. Especially you will like it because you all like kind of work in like TV and or whatever anyway. So like I think you'd appreciate it. It's funny.
Oh, it's only 6 episodes.
Yeah, it didn't last very long, and it's very cult kind of niche-y.
this one.
kind
He's
of-
the manager of something.
It doesn't have anything
No.
to do with the other one.
So
I
he
guess
fa-
it's like the spiritual predecessor.
It's a spiritual predecessor. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I don't know. They did basically what Danny
James,
said.
at
where
this
they're
point,
I can't
I'm not
explain
asking
it
you,
to you.
I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
it's about
Need
about
less this, more.
it's about a TV show that was made in the 80s, which was like supposed to be like a hospital drama kind of horror thing. It's like really, really, really cheesy, terrible. It's like a spoof of really bad 80s like dramas and stuff. But it's kind of presented as a documentary as well. So like the people who are like they're playing characters who are then playing characters, and they're like being interviewed and stuff. I can't really explain it better than that.
Take it easy, dude.
Just
And
watch
there's
it.
gotta be March 2004. No, I guess that's the heyday.
It
of
looks
the
like something.
mockumentary.
It looked, yeah, exactly. It's like a DVD extras kind of spoof. I can't explain it. Just watch it. Trust me, it's fucking amazing. It's really good.
From Wow Stuff.
Oh, here's a question that I have, because we didn't say Kamikaze says 1514 to 1550. This is how an expert kills a necromancer. I imagine that was the moment you killed Pinwheel.
Yes, probably.
No.
Okay. No. Shall we find out?
Basically, I mean, if you want to watch it, you can. But yeah.
I'll mute it and you just describe what you were going to say. You can.
Well, you're gonna see what happens. Basically, you're randomly trying to find where your bow is. It's gonna take you a little while to find the bow. You're gonna equip the bow.
There we go. Yes.
See, I don't really need to say.
I would say here's another piece of trivia based on what I'm looking at right now. Look, it seems like the Dutch created the mockumentary in 1995. I can't find an earlier series.
Yeah. Yet the Office gets like all the credit, right? The BBC one.
Yeah, it's called 30 Minuten.
So what you're watching right now is basically the necromancer who's been triggered. He's Karen, and he's gonna come get Danny.
Oh,
there he goes.
that was great. That was great.
I did enjoy that. Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I'm wrong. They're not in a timeline. Who made this list? Sick bastards.
So this is what
Psychopath.
has spawned my next comment. The Dark Genius says, Danny Souls, damn, died to Pinwheel, lost his chance at a mask. Well, into the painted world, and Derp got invaded immediately by a bastard spamming backstabs and Darkbeat. So is Dark Souls 1 a game that you can re-fight a boss by doing the bonfire aesthetic? Or is that, because we tried it in Dark Souls 2 and that doesn't work.
I don't think there is a thing in Dark Souls 1 that
There's
does that.
one of the Dark Souls games that you can get a boss to come back, I thought.
It's 3, I'm guessing, if it's not 2. Otherwise, maybe it's not a bonfire aesthetic. maybe
Oh,
it's
you
something
know what
else
it
you
is?
use.
I think we tried it in 3, and Dark Souls 2 is the one that you...
Pausing to reflect can help you have a more mindful day. Well, that app's getting deleted.
You trying to calm down?
My watch thinks I need to.
They're like, your heart rate is going high.
This is not good.
You shouldn't be sitting and have a beats per minute at this high.
Maybe lay down? Just whatever you're doing. Close your eyes. Fall asleep. Put on your AirPod Maxes.
Wow.
Sounds so weird
Flex.
saying that. I know, right?
Which one are we on?
Danger
First
Dad.
nice pair of headphones.
Danger Dad. There was a game Danny mentioned wanting to play in the last comment video about a hack and slash game on the 360 PS3 that took you through hell. He couldn't remember the name, however, and I swear he was thinking of Dante's Inferno. A good game, if so, lol.
I was thinking of Dante's Inferno. It's really good.
I just recently played that.
Oh, really?
Don't think about streaming it. There's a lot of nudity in it.
Amazing J's, the Dark Moon Seance ring is the ring Zach was saying you need in order to access the lowest level of Anor Londo.
I'm
You
gonna
can
write that
find it
down.
in the catacombs if you don't do the blacksmith skip of the middle area.
Interesting.
Seance ring. New.
Notes have been...
Amazing J's. 2 videos in a row, Zach's given preemptive warnings about the floor dropping out. Zach.
Oh my god, Zach.
Hey man, this is an expert walkthrough.
But then
Sweet.
again, my man's had a clever tie-in joke to the infamous effing magnets. How do they work? And managed to joke about how Morgan loves it whenever wheels get slashed. Definitely a net positive this episode. Keep doing you, Zach. But you're on a thin rope.
Yeah, it's true. And it ain't gonna get any thicker.
I think people were a
Zach,
bit
tight
upset
corridor,
about-
giggity.
Yeah, I think people are upset about Zach giving away the floor thing, but
Yeah, Zach, that's too much.
I appreciate it.
True, especially after that necromancer committed suicide. I shouldn't have given you an extra hand.
Oh,
Yeah.
Saints just needs to be watching these Danny Souls videos if he wants inspirational quotes. If you're gonna think good, Zach.
That's a
2021.
really good quote. I like
Yeah.
that one.
Thank
Put
you.
that on a shirt.
I think you should
Tell
have that
your
on your,
watch to say that.
I think you should have that on your tombstone. If you're gonna think
Set up my watch to just have that pop up every once in a while.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty good one.
Advice for life. And then finally this week, Dark Souls
Holy
2.
moly. We did it. We finally got a Dark Souls 2 video. out.
Barely.
You know what's weird? I got a notification for this morning.
Oh, that's weird.
And I was like, how the
I
hell
did
did
too.
it just come out? And
I did
pulled
too.
it up and I was like, oh, this
22
video
hours
has
ago.
been out. Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering why I had that happen as well.
Strange.
Maybe they know that when it's the middle of the night feud that they don't. But then it wasn't when I don't know. Weird. Very odd.
Zachary Bell, you don't have to be human to be summoned, only to invade. Zachary Bell, also you can wear the Velstat. You can start the fight in phase 2. Oh. Is he injured
Oh.
if we wear the Velstat?
I don't know.
Backseat Gaming Studios, James Seed, you're sexy. Hello.
I think he's talking about me saying you're sexy.
Yes.
Yeah, James Seed, you're sexy. Lou.
All right.
4-player GameFront Gang Squad win. I think this is a good idea. We should do a stream where we beat Dark Souls together.
Well, maybe when Danny plays Dark Souls 2, we should all 4 play
Not-
through it together with
Not
him.
for 2. I'm going to take a break from 2 for a while after we finish. I don't know if you know that about me.
Is it possible to play 4 players together then? Is that?
Yeah, I was thinking for 3. So after Damien plays through.
It's going to be a couple years, Morgan.
Yeah, that's fine. I have
So-
patience.
2026. That's locked in. Amazing,
Yeah.
Jace. Not sure if this gets ironed out later, but James, you do not need to be human in order to be summoned. You only need to be human when you want to summon someone.
Summon someone. I like that phrase. Summon someone.
Is there a double
Right
space
hand.
there? This looks a bit odd.
It looks like it.
It looks weird, but I don't think it is a double space. I think it's a kind of like a magic eye.
I'm pretty sure Pate tells you flat out that being summoned is a way to restore you humanity when you're hollow. Oh, so we're wasting a lot of things. The small soapstone has a time limit on it. How do you say that IIRC thing?
If I remember correctly.
Good.
If IIRC, I guess.
Zachary Bell.
Is how I say it.
Yeah, Urk. The Urk.
Urk. The small soapstone has a time limit on it.
Urk.
Just started the episode. This is a good idea, boys. Dark page. Big is always better. Oh.
Okay, here we go.
Amazing
You-
Jays.
You guys definitely did not beat this on your playthrough. Lol. I think Fume Knight is the hardest boss of all the DLC for most players. I like that you're trying to defeat a co-op in Morgan's world. It still leaves the option to challenge him solo if you want in the original character's world and do the pass and play. Honestly, it's so fun watching James get to experience co-op for the first time. I can't believe I haven't done it in the 20 years I've played this game.
It's amazing.
That's
As long as
crazy.
you guys still make time to go challenge the Dark Lurker before beating the game. I don't think you can do that in co-op.
You and
I
Mitch
think it's-
never did co-op?
Not once, no.
I co-opted with Mitch.
I guess so.
Yeah, I
I've
did.
co-opted with Mitch.
We've co-opted together.
We
I
had a
co-opted with
big
Mitch.
co-op orgy.
Yeah, and James was not invited.
I guess not.
Yeah, we co-op every weekend.
Yeah. You're not on that thread? It's a Discord channel.
Yep.
No.
Probably
Oh,
have it
interesting.
muted, huh?
In fact, the three of us are
Probably.
co-oping with Mitch like all the time. Like, you know,
We're doing it right
Really?
now.
Right now?
Yep.
Can I get an invite?
Well, you're busy doing this, so
Yeah.
maybe when you're done.
Assholes. So Ralph Murphy says you cannot co-op the Dark Lurker. You can co-op Sir alone. Sir Alan?
Is that like a burn? Like you
Yeah.
can co-op Sir alone by yourself. You can co-op
Yeah.
Sir alone.
And then Amazing Jay says, from what I remember, Sir alone is an interesting challenge 1v1, but becomes almost a joke in co-op because only a threat if he's constantly focusing you and inflicting bleed. Once you can distract him with another player, he becomes very simple to beat.
Fair. Amazing Jays, you went in this week. Good job, Amazing Jays. In order to get to the co-op area, you just need to warp to the Iron Passage. The game lets you summon players even if they don't have the DLC into that room. They just need to put their summon sign down outside of the entrance to the DLC, and you will see their summon sign appear inside the Iron Passage, and you can summon them. Specifically, Morgan just placed his summon sign on the gravestone-looking thing at the start of the DLC, just outside of the place where you need a key to enter each DLC to help with these areas without needing to unlock or progress the DLC in his own world at all. Oh, interesting. E.g., when going back to do the co-op area you missed in the Sunken King DLC, James just needs to warp to the Cave of the Dead, and Morgan only needs to put a summon sign down outside the DLC entrance door where the gravestone-looking things are, and James will see it appear by the similar-looking gravestone things inside of the Cave of the Dead. So, that's interesting.
You get that, James?
Okay. Well,
Duly noted.
Dark Page 3134, Dark Page 5750. Comment has ice. Someone clearly has played co-op enough for them to know that drinking Estus heals co-op phantoms, or has been doing research for their lore videos. Yeah, James, you outed yourself by asking me questions loaded with information that only someone who had co-opted before would know, that I didn't even know, even though I had co-opted.
I
So
know
you-
that because I've
you have
invited
co-op.
I've invited NPCs into boss fights.
You what?
He's
I've
cheated,
had
basically.
Yeah.
That's hardcore cheating. Kamikaze Ice, I'm just sitting here waiting for the controllers to break. You can hear their pain with every button press and stick wiggle.
Oh, that
Waggle.
reminds me. I still need to get you your reward controller.
Oh, me? I just bought a new controller this weekend too. Gosh dang it.
Oh, for James for doing his stream.
Oh, wait. If you stream for 24 hours, you get a reward controller?
Did I show you what I got in the post today? By the way, this was probably better for announcements.
No.
I got a Christmas card from the British Red Cross, and it's handwritten and everything.
We can't see you. Where are you?
Well, I mean, you'd be on the stream, but
Yes, suck it.
But it says it's a handwritten card, and it says thank you for being one of the top fundraisers for 2021. Not just for I think the whole charity. I think for the 24-hour Sonic live stream.
I'll take that.
And they sent me some.
Thanks.
Give me.
They sent me some chocolate coins as well, which was nice. I hate those.
I hate those.
I hate those.
Wait, you can eat chocolate, but you don't eat. You don't do caffeine.
Well, they're only small chocolate coins. They weren't too much. Like a cup of coffee is worse than like a tiny chocolate coin, I guess.
And I cannot eat that. It has gluten on it.
I don't eat chocolate because of the slave labor that's involved in creating it.
Dun,
All right,
dun,
moving
dun.
on. Hope you enjoyed it.
So yeah, Danny, I don't think you're doing it for the right reason.
Kelsey Ice says, James, it was almost transparent.
And the irony that it's wrapped in gold.
Good. Oh, good. It wasn't gold. It was just a cheap chocolate.
That's actually one of my favorite David Cross jokes is when he talks about eating gold shavings on some dessert he's given. He's just like, think of all the terrible things that went into this.
Yeah.
Being a product that I'm just eating this flavorless gold and
yeah, it's decadent. Yes.
yeah. Well, yeah, I'm sure those gold coins they sent you were really though.
I think the only time I've
kept the
eaten gold is when I'm drinking Goldschlager.
Oh right, that's a thing. I always forget. I always think that was like made up for that movie.
No, there's a peppermint liqueur called Goldschlager.
Oh, it's peppermint
Actually,
flavored
cinnamon.
too.
Cinnamon, whatever. Some nasty.
Oh.
It's disgusting.
It's good.
So it's like you said liqueur, right? So it's not like
Is Goldschlager cinnamon? I could have swore it was.
It's cinnamon,
I thought,
and it's
Fireball
like
was
30% alcohol. It's not that high of alcohol.
yeah. So it is like more like liqueur kind of.
You can just chug it straight out of the bottle.
Oh, I don't know
It's
if I
really
could.
tasty. And if you strain it through your
Yeah,
teeth
cinnamon flavored.
and spit the gold flecks out, you can make a ring after just a dozen bottles.
It's 43.5% alcohol by volume, or at 87 proof.
Wait, what? That's pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty
it's
good.
better than I thought it was.
Yeah, that's like
Because we all know that the whole point is to have the highest percentage of alcohol.
Hey man, the quicker you can get there.
With liquor, I kind of do think that. With beer, I think the opposite. I'm always looking for a low alcohol content with beer because if I'm drinking beer, I kind of want to have a couple of them and not get hungover the next day.
Yeah, Wolf Pup
but with
sessions
liquor-
are good for that.
What?
Wolf Pup sessions.
I've never tried that one. That sounds
It's a
good.
golden. I think from
well for an IPA.
What is that? The LA Brewing.
Welcome to Beer Talk.
Firestone?
Angeles. No,
Surf.
Angeles. Oh, they're
Ridge?
downtown.
Oh, I don't know which one that is. There's a really good coffee stout that's by Surf Ridge Brewing that's like 4.5% alcohol, and I love it.
Is this it?
I'm on pins and needles. I can't wait to hear the place. What it's called.
Angel City Brewery.
Oh, yeah, I like Angel City Brewery.
Yeah, it's really good. Pre-pandemic, it was a really fun place to hang out. But their cream stout, where'd it go? It's really good, especially on tap at the place. But all of their beers are less than 5%.
Wow.
Oh no, that's not true. They have a big one now. They have two big ones. If at the place they're all 5 or below. Now they have an IPA and a hazy IPA that are higher.
We have a brewery here in Waimea that has a beer called the Golden Sabbath, and it's 14%. It's pretty strong. Just takes one of them bad boys. And it's basically a dessert too. It's like yeah.
Have you ever had barley wine?
I don't think so.
Barley wine is good. But it's very strong. I had one time, and I was like, "Oh, I'm buzzed." I guess I don't really drink that much anymore, though. So
Is it kind of like mead at all? Because I had mead
a
once
little
at a
bit,
Renaissance fair. and it
meat has
kicked my
honey in
ass.
it, so I don't
Oh, right.
drink
right.
it. This is nasty.
Oh,
It's disgusting.
that's for the bees.
You sick freak.
Radhan says the Fume Knight was my single greatest cause of death I ever had in a Souls game until I met Ludwig in New Game Plus Plus.
Plus reminds me of playing Blush with Zach, which is the reason that I get suggested porn games constantly on my Steam now.
It's also because I keep trying to gift you a bunch of them too.
Send them my way. I haven't received a single one of them.
Okay, I'll get on it.
Oh no,
I'll-
Morgan,
I'll-
you don't know what you just got into.
I'll stream it to my OnlyFans.
How,
Oh, you got an OnlyFans account?
Wait, could you do that? Could you have an X-rated gaming channel on OnlyFans?
I mean, if that's not been that's a great idea, actually.
I mean, I guess you could do. I don't know
Let's,
how many
take
people
that
would pay for
offline.
that.
I mean, I bet you a lot of people would pay for an OnlyFans.
We'll call
video
it
game
Game
series.
Full Frontal Nudity.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ. Where's my lawyer?
Game Full Frontal.
I think you could
just
just call
full
it Game
frontal.
Frontal Nudity.
Yeah, just Game Frontal.
Game Frontal?
People,
That
people-
sounds weird.
Frontal, yeah, just
People
break down
know.
everybody knows what Game Frontal is.
You
people
need to
will
say
know
Full
it.
Frontal. Game Full Frontal.
Last
We'll think about it.
That we might have to take that offline, but that's a good idea, Morgan.
That's a $1 billion idea,
Yeah.
right?
Potentially. I was going to ask a question. How many times can you New Game Plus? So could you do like New Game Plus 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 plus?
I think it's infinite, yeah?
But does it get harder every time? Or does it just
Yeah.
end? Is New Game Plus plus harder than New Game Plus? But it doesn't get harder
Yeah.
if you go plus plus plus.
No, I think
It
it gets
does.
harder every time.
It's
I
harder
think
every
they
time.
add a 0 to the health bar of each.
Okay, so there
Just
must be a
make
limit
that
to like how many
I'm
New Game
kidding.
Plus plus plus
I
plus.
have no
plus is you
idea
could-
how they do it, but I think,
Okay.
from my understanding, it continues to get more and more difficult. I've only beaten New Game Plus one time.
So there must
the
there must
original
be a
Dark
limit
Souls.
to like how many plus New Game Pluses you could.
I
get.
don't think there is.
I'm looking
New,
at it.
apparently, New Game Plus 7 is the highest according to Pill. That sounds sadistic.
Well, I think that what Pill didn't say is legend has it that New Game Plus 7's the highest, but
I
that's
think
just because no one's been able to beat it yet.
I'm going to throw down the gauntlet now. You made Dark Souls 3 look so easy. You should now see if you can reach Dark Souls 3 New Game Plus 7.
8.
It looks like +7 is when the enemies stop getting stronger, but you could go farther, right?
You could potentially just keep playing the same thing over. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think James needs to reach New Game Plus 7 in Dark Souls 3.
I mean, I'm interested. I'm interested in doing that.
Yeah.
I love the Dark Souls community. The very first comment on this Fex Your Life wiki page is if you can't beat all bosses solo, you are trash.
Do you know? It's funny, and also James is such a good politician because did you notice how he says I'm interested in doing that? Not that he would do it or that he would
Oh,
actually
yeah.
consider it. Like it's the
No, he's the squirmiest weasel we've ever seen
it's
in
the-
person.
it's low videos all over again. It's crazy.
We're going to look into the possibility and probability of maybe doing that. And I'm excited to find the results.
It's nasty.
Jesus, it's terrible. Ralph Murphy, the last wedge is obtained when you beat Sir Alone, who you can't fight until you beat the Fume Knight. Somehow the game expects you to know to save for the Fume Knight. That seems cruel, but it is Dark Souls.
Yeah.
And then the Amazing Jays points out that I'm not sure Morgan grabbed the extra stash of wedges in his world, though. If you recall, as soon as the elevators turn on, you can go grab a chest that has a couple more wedges in it. You're absolutely right that Sir Alon has one of the wedges, but they can still disable the healing field completely now if Morgan gets that chest. Brackets.
I'll have to do that. Yeah.
James
That's got to be
already
the
has
one in
extra wedges.
the room where it's just like that you fall down into. That's just a murder fest, right?
I don't know. I don't think
Neolite.
anybody knows.
That was a bit of a painful start going down Lost Memory Lane as usual. It was like they've never been in this area before. James, stop hiding behind your weak-ass stamina shield. Thank goodness, Neolite. If you were two-handing the sword while being a bit aggressive, you could have done so much better, or just get a big shield and tank the boss while Morbin do the deeds. This is so true. James, in this video, if you've seen it, really backs off the boss whenever he's on me. And doesn't really we don't get like a ping pong going on him.
What are you? You're out of your goddamn mind.
Manjoran Thunder. Yeah, this exactly. And don't summon Carhillion. He is useless. Okay, good. Amazing, James. Also, James. None of these are for me, James. James, if
They don't see your screen, Morgan. You know why? They don't see your screen. On your screen, you're just bumbling around like Mr. Magoo.
Also, James, it might be too much to learn too quickly for you. But if you hold down Y triangle button, you will two-hand your shield, and that will cause it to lose stamina at a much slower rate from enemy attack.
That's a great idea.
No, two-handing your shield is a great idea, but not two-handing your weapon.
I can get up close to him, two-hand my shield, and you can do a bunch of attacks.
The boss wipes your entire stamina bar out if you try to block his combo, but a better shield, or maybe just two-handing it, will let you survive it. So better shield and two-handing, maybe.
Yeah, I agree.
Dark Page Jam, it's like Team 7 clearing out these guys. I don't know what that means. Ralph Murphy, co-oping does increase the boss's damage and defense. The NPC summons for the few night are useless. Ralph Murphy, lots of misinformation by YouTube, but it's good to see you playing again, and the co-op is the way to do it. Amazing Jays, yeah, this was great. Dark Page, haha, James having to pick up item on his screen was crazy as hell. Yeah, that was so frustrating.
What do
James
you mean?
couldn't, when I dropped you the effigies and you couldn't.
Oh yeah, well I didn't see him. I didn't see it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Pelagius then says, "Kinda fun. Sad we can't see Morgan's perspective with how little James streams. Weird to see him instead of Morg's. You could try wearing Valstat's helmet, bought from an armor merchant in Majula. It will kick in the fight into second phase right away. Sure, boss does some more damage, but at least you can have a very consistent move set and attack speed. So gets easier to get used to. It's easier to get used to. Okay.
Oh, so it doesn't damage him, or it just starts him at second phase? I don't see how that would be an advantage.
I think he's just trying to say that the only advantage would be that you could practice the same attack
Learn
pattern.
his second phase, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Dark Page says, "Wish you had hit my timestamp to see James's highlight." Let's go. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
I don't think it's
Roll
necessary.
that beautiful
This is
bean
bringing
footage.
Things of me doing good stuff. Jeez.
Yeah, ready?
Why is there yellow at the top of yours?
Is this the right one? I'm not sure.
I don't know. We're about to find out.
Do you see like a little bit of yellow on your
Oh my god, he didn't go in the door. Oh, is it me? No, I was supposed to open the door. That's my bad.
Well, I didn't know that I had to go through. I didn't know I had to wait for him.
You both can't get in the door. Bye bye. Thanks for playing. That's funny. Oh, that's pretty funny. And
That's
then
my bad.
The other one, I guess we'll find out.
It's trippy. Oh.
I think these are pretty good moves on my part. I'm getting away.
Wow. Yes. Good job.
I mean, this is Morgan getting his ass kicked, not me. But my guess is that's what they wanted to show, is Morgan getting killed.
Yeah, you standing there watching me casually.
Morgan, I was a hairline away from dead. I drank a drink. I got some health back.
Twice,
I took another.
ran back, started punching him.
I mean, at that time you were dead. By that time you were dead. I couldn't have run up closer to him and gotten there and took his attention before he killed you.
We'll see today.
Right.
In the chat, there was a message from Modesty, which just says, and without context, it just says, "Good luck to all of you in the future," and it just seemed a bit ominous. Like, are they leaving forever? Like what's going on?
Previously subbed, yeah, they're gone. They're out of here.
Bye bye. Oh, did they actually
Bye-bye.
unsub? Okay.
No, I don't know.
I guess we offended them somehow, some way. That's it for comments for this week.
Hey, we did really good this week, guys.
We did.
Yep. We screwed up the release of 2 videos. We did badly in Dark Souls in the other 2. It was a beautiful week.
Well, you know what that is? The great news is we are going to probably massively improve today. Like, our gameplay compared to last week is going to be fantastic. Right?
I mean, it's funny how you won't commit to playing like New Game Plus 7 for Dark Souls 3, and it's funny how you won't commit to doing lore videos, but it is funny how you will easily commit to something that you can't do, which is play Dark Souls properly on a video. But you'll make that promise, and it just feels disingenuous to the fans. To be honest.
Disingenuous? Are you kidding? There's no way I'm going to play badly or as badly this week as I did last week. I've gained a lot of skill. I've learned a lot by watching some of those videos.
I wish I had a pizza.
Wish I had a pizza.
I have pizza.
Do you?
But it's not vegan. It's the California. I'm sorry, it's the cauliflower pizza, but it does have
Ew.
cheese on there.
And I think they put egg in the crust. I don't know why.
Yeah, they do for
cauliflower
binding it.
crust. It's nasty.
Oh,
Yeah, there's no other binding
I love
agents on the
it.
planet. That's the only one. They can
I know more than flaxseed. We get it.
Flaxseed, aquafaba.
Because everyone likes to open up a can of chickpeas, get that lovely
You should whip it up. It works really good.
whip it up. Just whip it up. Yeah, it does. I'm not denying that.
Yeah.
Have you guys
Then you-
considered a food podcast?
Got to eat a
We
bunch
can't
of
even
chickpeas.
get. We love movies. We hate food.
Hate it. Hate it.
We can't even get
So,
our
yeah.
movie podcast off because Zach won't pull his bootstraps up.
I got to get better at this.
Okay, we
I
do it now
swear I
on the
try.
air. You need
next movie.
to pick a
It's
date and
happening.
time. In fact,
Oh,
what's-
I
what-
watched a bunch of movies. What movie have you watched recently? Let's do the podcast right now. James, don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
All right.
Danny, sit still.
Okay.
Oh, well, how about you just talk about a movie and I'll talk about a movie. We'll explain it to one of these guys. I'll take Danny as the guy I explain to because we have a pretty good
Yeah.
working relationship. You have a pretty
Have
good
you
working
seen
relationship.
Away We Go? I watched that this weekend.
I've
I
not.
don't think I actually have time to get
There's-
into this movie podcast today. The more you talk about it, the less time I have.
right? James has got pizza in the oven.
Away we go.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Well,